spell, doomed to dwell inside his grueling broody hell. It has been a minute since we shared this shit we've truly felt. Sometimes I'm convinced that our passion will absolutely fail. Sometimes I think our relationship's beyond pursuing help. Loosen up the knife, that is something I can't do myself. So despite my better judgment, I will turn to you until we can both figure this out. Cause all that I and you have built is worth the fight. Even if it's mortifying, we'll prevail. So I ask a question, and then I ask another question, without allowing you to first address the aforementioned. Moving past the passive and the half the mad aggressive, indirectly blaming you for all miscalculations. See, I forget I'm not the only one alive who struggles with their mental health and wishes just to die. The camel's back breaks and love subsides. You open up the top kitchen drawer and grab the knife. I don't really know. Where do we go at the end of the road? Do we go on back, or do we pretend that everything is fine? We know that it ain't. Okay, right, you put my hand around the wound, say hold it tight. While you panic, search for dressings and medical supplies. I'm disoriented, feeling hollow as a poltergeist. I'm getting cold, my face is wet, your face is close to mine. What just happened? What just almost happened? We were just a moment away from a terrible disaster. And there's no going backwards this time. No fixing what just shattered. No laughter, no happily forever after. I don't really know. Where do we go at the end of the road? Do we go on back, or do we pretend that everything is fine? We know that it ain't.
How's it going, everybody? How we doing? Welcome to the Low MMR Tournament finale in the finals here. I'm joined with Marcine, Tunes, and Z, and we're going to get you guys a good cast, good roundabout here, so I'm excited. You guys can introduce yourselves.
I'm Marcine. Happy to be a part of this. Happy to organize this for all you guys, and let's see a good race, or races, I guess.
Alright, hello, my name's Tunes. Been playing this game for quite a long time. I took a very, very, very long break from about 2014 up until, I want to say, probably April of last year or so, and played a lot with people around this level. Fortunately, a little too high up on the MMR to be able to play today, but happy to be here and give some thought of what the players might be thinking in this case.
I'm ZZ. I can look like Sergeant Guy if I want to.
Alright, so here we're gonna get started here shortly. We're just waiting on one person to join the room in the live here. We're gonna take a look at some seedings before we get started here. We've had a generous donation of seeds between some of the players here, so if we want to take a quick look here at a pre-made table for us on the live. There we go. So here's some of our seedings for our players tonight. We got Bowser Boy taking our highest seed of initial starting of 4. We got James followed right behind with 6. And Dam's taking the 10th seed there on our top 3 players moving into the finals. We got Day Neptune taking the 16th seed, Metal taking the 20th, Navy taking the 21st, Ray taking the 27th, or 22nd rather, my bad. Giorgio taking the 24th, Amar taking the 25th, Liam taking the 27th, Knight taking the 29th, and our big underdog for the event, MargLBN with the 58th seed moving into the finals. Anything you guys want to look out for in some of these players tonight?
I'd say maybe just based off of what we've been seeing in the past few rounds. I know one of the players that seems to be scoring the most has been Bowser Boy. He's been up there as far as her, pretty sure in both the rounds before, kind of steadily in the range of where once you get to the last couple of races, you're not really worrying about, am I going to make it or not? I'm comfortable. I can kind of just relax and focus on the next round. I know the big thing that I don't know how the players in this type of tournament are going to be thinking about is, because at this point we are in the finals. We're not playing to advance to the next round. We're not thinking, okay, I can have 2 or 3 bad races. I can scrape together a couple of 4th place, 5th place finishes and get through. It all ends here. This is either you're getting first, or even in this point, the top 3 as far as for the cash prizes. But if you're not in there, then it's all for nothing. So you can't relax. You gotta go full throttle, get it done.
For sure. We've got $150 on the line. This one's going to be fun. I believe we're about to get started here any second. So, yeah, we're going to be looking up here. Yeah, we're just going to wait till they get started here. Any other notes that you guys want to add in before we get started here?
No, I think I'm pretty much set. Anything, Marcine?
I'd want to note that
ZZ?
Marg is playing on a CRT. So that might have something
Got
to
the
do with
CRT representation in the lineup there. That'll be.
I'm not saying
be a
that
fun one
got
to add in.
the 58th seed into the final, but you know.
Yeah, a 58 seed. You guys, they represent. It's gonna be all good. So
Got that time trial, low input lag.
yeah,
Oh, maybe
and
that
who
was
knows? The
difference.
CRT might pull through and just win the thing. Don't know if there's a holdup in the room or whatnot, but it'd be like that sometimes, it seems. So whenever they decide to start, we'll get started in with the cast. There was one note I did have with one of the players, was kind of one of the underdogs that I would like to, that I think might pop off here, is Giorgio. I've seen a lot of good things off of him, and especially in this last round of how he pulled back. He was, I believe, in like 8th going into the 3rd GP, and then pulled up into a 4th place spot. So maybe see big things from him, see big things from Metal as well. He did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we're getting started in here with the first race. So let's take a transition in here, and here we go, guys. Here we go. Low MMR Tourney finals. We're starting right off, guys. I'm excited to see what everybody's strategies are and what they do. $150 on the line. We'll see how this goes. Show some hype in the chat. We got 31 people in chat right now, guys. I'm excited to see what you guys think of this. Got some interesting track selections here. Looking at the board.
I was gonna say we got TF and DDR, pretty run-heavy tracks along with CM. Also got a couple of more mid-pack choices. Like, looks like we're going into Delfino Square this first time. Definitely will be crucial to see if and how many people are able to get drafts on this first start, and how many people are going to be bagging at this first set.
Mm-hmm. Definitely going to be a prep at the beginning here. See how they roll it out, and then we'll go. And then it's just going to be a fun race. I feel like. See a lot of rip going here as we look in the front of the pack here with Navy taking it a strong 4th, trying to move up into 3rd. It seems.
He's gonna have to be careful. He chooses to go the right path to avoid Metal's red.
Yeah, taking cut. Bronze V just took a hit there with the
good
green shell there.
Really good back green on the dock cut.
Yeah.
It's the crate.
Yeah, crate moment there.
It's good because you can get like a really good item in the back, triple shrooms.
Yeah.
Ooh, it gets bumped though.
I
Has to
imagine
waste one of them.
probably gonna be saving these last 2 shrooms to take double this lap. It looks like someone is really far gone in 12th. You wonder if they might
Looks
be
like he's
holding
gonna-
on to shock. So you might see an
Yeah,
early one here.
Yeah, he was bagging for a better item because he's probably noticing how far back the guy is.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, will he chain it here or will he wait? Oh no, he pulled bullet back there. Interesting pull.
One thing I will note, a little bit late on the golden usage. Seems like you can use that a little bit earlier before the boxes and have it run out right as you're going through the cut and then chain into that set.
Yeah. Definitely for sure. Missed the pow dodge as well. That's going to hurt him out here in the end.
It's still sitting in
Looking for a
decent spot.
golden pull. Gets the golden pull right
He
there.
gets the golden,
Ooh,
but we
nice.
still haven't
Golden
seen...
hacks are on.
We still haven't
Oh.
seen the
Seen
shock
the
yet.
shot.
Yeah. You imagine it should be coming in pretty soon. He was hoping
Gonna
for
go the
shrooms there.
Shroomless
Yep,
cut, and
there
there
goes.
it is, baby.
Oh, yep.
Just kind of worst case scenario there. He was hitting the box looking to get some shrooms to take double, ended up pulling the reds, had to resort to taking the dock cut and then getting TS'd. And he is able to pull another golden, can salvage a few spots here at the end, maybe get up to 4th.
He
Looks
does
like
get
it.
the 4th. Yeah.
Nice.
Take a look at some other back spots here. Metal pulling in an 11th there. Or
Looks like
not
Bowser
Metal,
Boy.
sorry, Dams.
Along with
Those
Bowser
Dams
Boy right
taking
next
up
to
an
him.
11th. Bronze, besides that ugly snipe in the beginning, still takes it home that first place.
Along
That would be
with,
huge for him. So
along with Metal in second.
yeah, for sure. Like to take a pit stop from the racing real quick. Like to thank Deke for the 10 bits. So thank you for those. I hope you're excited for what is to come here. Take a look at the table here in a second, kind of just see how that scored out. If the table would like to come out as well. Looks like it might not be made till later for now, which is fine.
There it goes.
I'll put on some music in the background for you guys. Hopefully that's like not too loud of a volume. I can probably turn it down in here. Yeah. Hopefully that music volume is at a good volume for you guys. Here we go into race 2. A little bit more. Just looking to be Moonview Highway. Had a little technical glitch there.
We do see Day Neptune up in first here. Really strong running track here if
Like
you're
we've almost started
comfortable
to see our
with the-
front pack start to break away a little bit
Yeah,
from this first lap. Looks like a bomb car just happened in the back. I just saw a bunch of people spin out.
yeah. If you're definitely in this type of scenario, if you're able to get up to the front, it is very easy to kind of keep your spot as long as you don't make any major mistakes, you don't hit any cars, and pretty much the only way to come back a significant amount
I was worried he was going to
would
try to
be-
crack the red on the bomb car earlier.
Yeah.
probably be to
Second place fib, not what you want back in second, but you got enough of a break where it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't seem to be chaining it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be chaining either. Probably doesn't want that TC play.
I think you can get a TC.
No, he's in second. He can't get it. He does. I don't think he was
Fib off the
trying.
truck.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying
One
to
of my
do
favorite-
that. But
One of my
we
favorite
do
plays.
see
He gets the blue
coming
shell
in.
in here. He's gonna overtake first there. Pack starts to tighten up as well. Might see a move or not here from the mid
maybe
pack. Try to
shock
move
get
people up here.
chained at the boxes by the
It's
bridge.
definitely time for another shock.
Yeah.
Oh,
another
for
blue.
sure.
Who's
doesn't
protective
look like...
is this?
This is Navy right here. He's going to
Yeah.
take home that first
Yeah.
pretty safely. Let's take a look kind of here in the backpack a little bit.
Got
a little
Metal
more
up
in the
here
middle
in
here.
third.
Dam's taken in. There's that
Here
last
comes the
second shot
It looks
there.
like one person dodging up at
Looks
the
like
end.
he's going to take that fifth, maybe. He might have just gotten hit it or passed at the line.
Yeah,
there.
I think
Yeah, it looks
That's
like
definitely
that
a
one's
tight
Metal.
movie highway.
Yeah, Metal's still getting third.
100%. Navy taking that first. Giorgio taking that second.
Yeah, it
off
looks
that
like
22.
James was the
22
one
points
that
off 2 races.
dodged
Definitely
up. It
one of
looks
that
like
dark horse players. Simi taking third overall there, looking like a nice tight pack up here up top. Looks like these people really want those that money there. Take a look at table here. Here's our table so far. We got Navy, Giorgio, and Metal taking those top 3 spots. Those are the places that are going to be getting paid out. Dam's is outside looking in. Same with James and Marg. And then that bottom there, one name that I'm surprised to see on the bottom is Bowser Boy. Really surprised. Must not have some good races there. Interested to see if he tries to start playing up again or not.
The one thing to keep in mind is while we are only 2 races in, it's not necessarily to the point
Looks
where
like our next race is going to be GBA BC3. This will be an interesting one. A lot for the people in the back. Or maybe you're going to see cut. We might see some cut takings.
Yeah,
here.
you just need to see who takes cut and who fails cut.
Yeah.
I know if you're Navy in this spot right now, your first goal is you either want to get Nana, Fib, maybe one of each. And yep, so Nana, you want to trail this, make sure you don't get redded, and as soon as you get to that cut, you block it, and
Yeah, even though this is deemed low MMR,
he is going to go for Ultra.
Navy's just going to just
He gets bumped off of
take
it.
it all. Take Ultra. Gets bumped, unfortunately, but
I mean, this is definitely a track that's easy to catch up on, but I don't know if that's necessarily the play to start off with in a room like this.
yeah, let's take a look at Bowser Boy, who's condemning the lead right now in first.
Yep, along with, I believe that is James in second.
Yeah,
Green bouncing
takes that
off,
back green off the wall. Doesn't look like it's going to hit anybody, unfortunately. Good play, though. He's going to take blue out of first.
Right, and he does get comboed.
Yeah, gets that side triple green combo there.
And hit once again.
Every green.
Dang.
Every green in the room.
So
Every green in the room looks like just to go right
gonna have
toward
to
Bowser
see
Boy right there.
if cut is open here. It looks like it is open.
He's gonna take a shot at it.
Yep,
He's
he does
gonna get it too. Gonna take that back up to third.
I don't know who it was that tried to block it, but they mistimed it just a little bit, leaving it open for Bowser Boy to take cut. And now another blue coming in. The shock does cancel it a bit, but Bowser Boy's gonna be able to get a draft here, and he's gonna grow up faster than Knight, so he's definitely going to have second secured at this point. Definitely a lot of time available for 1, maybe even 2, 3 more blues. It is BC3 and another shock. Judging by him taking cut last time, unless I believe that's James is able to block it, Knight might be able to. Yep, it looks like they do.
Looks like it's blocked for.
Yeah,
it looks like they ended up blocking that up.
Does throw a couple of those reds forward.
I like the difference in Bowser Boy's driving compared to some of the other players in the room. He's using advantage of Bowser's weight stat, just kind of plowing through everybody, compared to getting lag bounces off. There comes another
shock. I do see there's quite a few dodgers coming up from that shock.
Interesting shot. Blue at the end as well. MargLBN taking that dodge off. Might be able to snag a first off.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Mark snags first off a dodge.
And that's going to be Bowser Boy in second, I believe. And then either James or Metal in 3-4. I couldn't really tell. They were both on the line right next to each other. James a little bit unfortunate taking that blue on the line. probably if the shock doesn't come in, I feel like he definitely makes it to the line before blue comes.
Yeah, this is definitely going to shake up a lot of positions here.
And that is
Bowser
definitely...
Boy taking that definite second place that he needed.
Yeah, he really needed that. There is a common rule, not only in Mario Kart tournaments, but any type of tournament where you play in and there's a type of qualifying or even just more of a long marathon type of tournament. You can't necessarily win it in the first couple rounds, but you can definitely lose it in the first couple rounds.
100%. Let's take a look at this table here. We definitely have some things shaking up. We've got Metal taking the first spot, Giorgio barely hanging on to second, Marg going all the way up into third, then James, Navy, Dams, all not far too behind.
Yeah, definitely that last race definitely tightened up the pack between, I'd say, the top 6 spots a lot more. Hopefully we keep it close like this, keep some more interesting races.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see where this is going. This is definitely not over at all by any means. So it looks like our randomizer is about to pick our next track. Let's take a look.
And it comes in with the DK
Oh, we got
Mountain.
DK Mountain.
So
Marg
I
on
saw,
Marg
yeah,
on Mock Bike.
Marg-
That's gonna
So I saw
that's
Marg.
gonna work out well.
I unpopular opinion, I'm gonna say Marg pick this track might actually backfire because first doesn't have a great line, and Bowser being in second could easily bump you into the off-road. However, Bowser Boy does burn out, so... And even then, Marg did lose first going into the cannon.
Yeah, it looks like Mike tried to take it back, but like hit a nana or something. Seems to have dipped down a little bit.
I was gonna say, is Marg the only mock bike in the room?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I wanna say that's correct.
All right, so it'll
From the
be
looks of it, everyone else is Flame Runner, and you have one Bowser player. So
yeah. It's going to be very interesting because I know a lot of people at this level in the community don't despise, I'd say, the way that DKM is played. They more despise it because of the bumpiness and its difficulty to drive with Flame Runner if you are not very comfortable with the text side of the game.
100%.
And it does look like that Marg took a little bit of a beating back there because it looks like that she got started off the bridge.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This
be-
Yeah,
if you're
this
mock-
Man,
could
that
be
bad
this is
shot.
gonna be very good for Bowser Boy. I imagine he's gonna take cut here. Oh no, the shot comes in.
Shot comes in. It looks like that might have been Mark's shot in the back. Try to maybe make a move off here. Barely makes a cut there too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that ground shroom might have done more harm than good in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, here comes Mark making a move out of the back.
Pack is still relatively close.
Yeah, this golden. If Bowser uses this golden correctly, he will
Yeah,
definitely
I feel
make
like
a huge
feel like-
impact.
he decides to use it early. I don't know if using it right
I think
here is a play.
He was
I
probably
feel-
expecting a late shock after
Yeah, I'd say if
cut,
you're not
and that would
expecting
be the better place to use it if shock does not come.
yeah. Especially with the shock
Yeah,
does
there's
come
that
in.
shock. Giorgio
See-
dodging off that.
And
Using
another
his
person
golden
in
there
a
was
start.
probably the right play.
Mhm.
Asbo's gonna take that fourth. Rip off that. That looked like a really tight finish as well in the mid pack. Giorgio taking that first, taking a commanding lead right now. Overall. There's your GP1 scores, guys. We'll show a table here in a second. Giorgio taking first. James looks like in a second, not too far behind.
And Giorgio with another strong 40-plus GP to start off a round.
Yeah. Now he's just got to hold on for his dear life.
Yeah, that's
So, see how that turns out. There's your table for GP1. So we have Giorgio, James, and Metal taking those top 3 right there. Marg, Navy, and Bowser Boy all on the outside looking in. Same with a bunch of others. It's going to be tight throughout.
So
I definitely see...
Oh, go ahead.
I definitely see a lot of things shaking up here. Giorgio was definitely my dark horse pick coming in. Don't know if he'll be able to hang on. I'm excited to see where that goes. Marg, working off one of the bottom seeds in the whole tournament, potentially got a shot at some money here too. That'll be exciting to see.
I was going to say, at this point, we're a third of the way through. Any predictions as far as for you guys on who do you think is going to be taking the top 3 spots?
Honestly, I think James is going to take one of those spots. I think Bowser Boy is going to come up and then take a spot. And then that 3rd spot's really up for grabs, in my opinion. I think Giorgio could potentially hold on and prove his strong playing skills that he had in this first GP. Maybe hold on to that more. Marg can make a move. Navy can make a move. Amar can make a move. Dams could even make a move. The door is wide open.
I was going to say,
one thing that I've noticed from Giorgio is that when he's hot, he stays hot. So I predict that he's probably going to end up getting 1st or 2nd here. I think that he'll be able to hold on and continue to score. I do think that Metal will be able to stay up there. He's been doing well throughout the entire event so far today.
All right, we're going to transition right into Peach Gardens. And unfortunately, we just missed a hot moment of Dams falling off the first bridge.
It does work out for him, though. He's able to get that golden and get right back up into the top spots.
Yeah. Takes a little bit too shallow of an angle, though, going into downhill.
Alright, it'll be interesting to see how many of the people up here in top spots still have shrooms left over. So it looks like Amar doesn't. Obviously, we have Dams here with a couple nanas.
Mark pops a mega, going through cut. Dams is forced into his.
A lot of dodges in play. I doubt Shock is going to be used here. And another mega for Dams. Chooses to chain it, and then triple reds.
I think that might have been a misplay. I feel like you hold that a little bit longer.
I feel like you hold that, and then you probably chain it at the first set, lap 3.
Maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I'd say because if you're going into lap 3, then either worst case scenario, you use it, you just take cut. Best case scenario, you use it, you change shrooms, you dodge. Everything goes well. But he does get a bomb. He's able to back bomb quite a lot of people. Top 2 is absolutely gone right now. The only way that someone's going to catch him is if someone dodges in this 3, 4, 5 pack and there's a blue.
I was going to say
that'll shake up things up top. If they both get hit by that blue, that'll be huge.
And a TC here.
Like
he is able to pass.
Immediately passes it off. There's your last second shock there. Looks like 2 people dodged maybe from the back. Got a bullet bill coming off here.
When he does hit the wall, that's going to be very costly.
Oof. That probably cost him 4 spots there.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunately gets last off that one.
Knight taking a hot spot there. Navy taking that 3rd. Maybe that's starting that comeback that he needs there. See how things shake out from here.
I was going to say, going into that race, I was very interested to see how Bowser Boy was going to play, considering his first 2 races were not very good. He did start making a comeback. If he kept that momentum going into this race, then perhaps I could see him jumping back into that top 3 competition. With that kind of race, I don't know. I don't know if he has the mental stability to be able to make a comeback.
Yeah, as we take a look here at our table, Giorgio barely hanging on to that first place right now. Or at least he's actually, I lied. He's got a good strong lead on that. Got 11 points off 2nd. James is struggling on to hold on to 2nd here. Metal takes a close hit to him here with a 39. and we've got a lot of people looking in right now to the second and third place right now.
Yeah, very strong races from Knight and Dams, getting them back into contention for those spots. Navy as well, closing the gap.
That first for Navy was paramount because that threw him a few places up, and now he's looking. He's in contention for second and third, and maybe first if he continues to play well.
Yeah, one of the big things I realize in these types of rooms, especially with the track like Rainbow Road getting picked, if you're in a top spot and you can consistently get running tracks, it's a lot easier to score than if you're even if you're lower in the room and you get kind of catch-up tracks like Gardens, like Gorge. It's really unpredictable depending on the shock, whereas if you can get the running tracks, you can get the Toads Factories, the BC Wees, and you're in top 3, top 4 spots the entire time, you can just kind of run it, no problem.
Yeah, 100%. Here's Dams coming off here with a 4th place golden shroom here. Love to see where he tries to use this here. Maybe takes a moon jump potentially. Could use it somewhere else. Looks like he's not going to get the chance. Barely hangs on to the course too.
I did see.
Luckily, he did not fall off there. It was looking like he might have, but he braked just in time. That was a good good reaction on his part.
I can 100% tell you that pole was not going to give him the right way either, so he would have shot right off to the left.
Mm-hmm. I
Here
believe
he comes
that
in with triple
might have
shrooms.
been.
Will he go for the turn skip? He decides not to.
I believe
What an
that was
interesting play.
Knight that got blued.
Oh, and it looks like that Marge took a beating in first as well, falling off.
Or no, that wasn't Knight.
unfortunately.
That was that might have been Dams. No, not Dams.
He takes a good line in the first. Fortunately, he's going to lose his shroom there. But this is definitely the race he needs right now.
And Knight is in a really good position too because he was 11th
Yeah.
after GP1, and then he might triple his score after the next 2 races.
And even then, at this point, that Nana does give Dams a bigger break here in first. Second place might actually be a better spot to be in than first at this point.
There's that
because
blue,
you're
yeah.
gonna have that blue. There's still time for another blue. There's still time for Shock to come in again.
That was just a very unfortunate place to get blue
Yep,
too.
there
Here comes
comes
another
another
blue immediately
Shock.
after the
He
first
might
one.
be able to
Yikes.
dodge that. No, because of the Shock. If the Shock doesn't come in, I feel like he gets to the cannon and dodges that blue, actually.
Nah, he missed it. It looks like he still got hit, and it wasn't a blue cancel either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Navy coming in full swing with a star, knocking off Dams, essentially dismantling his race. Love to see if he tries to make a comeback of sorts. I definitely think he will not give us short of anything. So,
Is this Dam's POV too, or
Yeah.
yes, this is Dams coming in with a 10th here.
One
Not
thing,
the race you want to see
No,
if you
it's
are
Ray.
Dams
It's
right
Ray's
now.
perspective.
It's Ray's POV, not Dam's? He said
Oh,
in the chat. It looks like.
Oh, that's Ray. I apologize. This is not a race that you want to see from Ray either. So, not the race you want.
That second is really big for Giorgio, and that last is really, really bad for Marg right now.
Yeah.
I will say, if we want to go back to that POW on lap 2, where, so this was Ray in first that had the shroom in first, that lost it in the POW. If you actually go on the after the half pipe and you go on the right route, it is a little bit slower, but because of the boost panels, there is an area where you can actually go off of the, kind of similar to the gold mine mini ramp. There's not actually a ramp, but you can cut off a portion of the track. And I believe if he timed it right, he might have been able to avoid the POW by going over the track at that point, saving the shroom, and then he could have dodged the blue lap 3.
Yeah, that definitely would have been an awesome play. He might have been able to cut off the turn there as well. Take a look at our 6-race stable here. A lot of new names up here. We got Navy and Metal taking a tie for third here. Giorgio still holding off on his lead. What are you guys' thoughts here? What do you think you'll see here?
I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Navy this GP. I feel like he is... I would even put him in contention to get second place.
Something
Yeah,
I've noticed too is that Knight is making a really big comeback as well, going from 11th to 5th in just 2 races. So big potential from him too, possibly.
A bomb
Yeah,
here.
as we
Is he
see
gonna
Knight take
try
his
and
third
throw it
place
by
here.
wall glitch here? He does.
Look at that bomb. That's a nice bomb there from him. Ray's gonna take that first there.
It looked like Knight
And
failed
Ray's
wall
gonna need a
glitch.
first place as well.
Yeah, he needs big points here.
Him and Liam, I've noticed on the table, are kind of struggling right now, but anything could happen. It's only halfway through, so
Any
We'll see.
sand hop takers? Any sand hop? No.
No? Oh,
Got a
we got
couple.
one. Maybe it was off of Golden. It looks like that was Navy back there trying to make a move.
and that was a good fib from Ray as well.
Yeah, there
Do you
comes
see the shot coming in? I did see someone dodge back there. Looks like that was Giorgio
Yeah, it looks like
again.
Giorgio there. Giorgio making a come up, man.
And judging by where it was, I imagine he also got a chain. So he definitely could have shrooms or even something even more deadly in first right now.
Yeah, definitely an option. If he has a golden, he essentially, as long as there's no major mess ups, he's got a free first there. Looks like he's gonna hold on to whatever he's got though.
Yeah, so he definitely doesn't have shrooms. So he has Nana, so it looks like he didn't either got a very poor chain or he didn't get one at all.
Yeah, here
There's
comes
a
the blue shell.
coming in.
What a way, what a time to get out of first. Don't know if that was James or someone else who ended up taking that.
Yeah, I think it
Here
was
comes
James.
that POW. That POW's gonna hurt, especially with that bullet coming in. You can't really do much about it.
Mega here, I imagine you probably just chain it at the last set, using it a little bit early. He's not going to be able to take
maybe
the...
expecting a
Yeah.
shock out of that, off of those wall chains there.
Oh, watch out for this
Bananas
fib.
not the item you
Oh,
want here though.
Yeah.
There's that
Ow.
side red collapse,
Yeah.
and that race just falls apart.
I feel like using that Mega that early, I feel like was a misplay. I feel like you just chain that at the last set, and then you use it to take cut.
Wow, Giorgio with the first place again, though.
Yeah,
He's in a really
Georgio's
good
gonna be getting
spot.
some Lebanese pounds
yeah.
from the looks of it.
And Navy actually got 11th that race, it looks like, too.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge race for Giorgio if he wants to maintain that lead. He's sitting super well right now. As we take a look here at our next table after this race, a lot of stuff's going to be shifted here, it seems. Taking a look here, we got Giorgio holding off with a 12-point lead in first right now. If you're Giorgio, you're sitting pretty right now. You are just ready to take off. You just can't let off that gas, though.
Yeah, at this point, you may be thinking, I don't have to go all out. I don't have to do anything crazy, but I still just gotta do what I've been doing. I just gotta play my game and keep others behind me.
Giorgio has been getting a few lucky dodges over the past few races, so hopefully he can either keep that dodge prediction game up, or he can maintain through running.
100% believe that. The low tier dodge game compared to some of the higher tiers is definitely a whole different scenario from what I've experienced. So it looks like he's been able to play enough that he gets that advantage down. And here we transition to the Mushroom Gorge.
Another track where it's going to be very interesting to see at this first set not only who pulls shrooms, but also who is comfortable in taking the gap cut.
Got a bomb here. This could be lethal for the backpack here. Size to hold on to it. Interested to see what Ray does with this. Looks like, I guess he threw it. I didn't even see where it went.
Yeah, I think he tried to use it to keep people from doing gap cut, but the throw was a little bit late. I think it exploded actually over the gap and a little bit wide, so I don't think it got anyone. It looks like we've got Amar and Metal up here in 1-2. I believe both of them did take gap lap 1, so one of them definitely could have Shroom still. It looks like Simi is trailing something, I believe. There is a shock that comes in. It looks like
blue as well.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it looks like both of them survived the TS in top 2. However, with that blue, it allowed Metal to get it into first because it looks like he actually got shocked on the mushrooms, whereas the shock in the blue got first place actually out of cave onto the solid ground, so he had to do a standstill mini turbo.
It looks like we're going to get some interesting plays here. Shock is 100% in play here. It's going to definitely shake up here where everybody's going to be. This golden is a good pull here.
Yep, there's a blue coming in. Will it reach the line in time? I'm pretty sure it will. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
Using the golden
here.
Here
He goes.
Is he going to play it safe or go for the gap? He does make gap easy first.
That is how you get a first place.
Yeah, it looks
right
like
there.
we've got first from Ray. Second place looked like it was Metal, and then third place Night. So definitely
that's a huge race for Ray. Just trying to get back into it.
I was gonna say it looks like,
and
I'm pretty sure Giorgio had more of a lackluster race too. So if anyone is looking to get into that top spot to take the title home, that is definitely the type of race that they would need.
I heard word from Marg that her controller's DCing, so
oh
unfortunately, that GP did not look too very strong. So
yeah, that 9 points really taking a falter there, but definitely excited to see where it goes. Giorgio is still hanging on to a 14-point lead in first. If you're Giorgio right now, what are your thoughts? Do you think that he still, lets it play it safe a little bit, lets off the gas, or do you think he should just keep doing what he's doing?
I think that if he gets a single first place here, he is maintaining first.
Yeah, I feel like there's two mentalities you can kind of go into when you're playing in events like this. You can either, as far as for picking tracks, you can either go for the strategy of, okay, these are the tracks I enjoy playing, I'm just going to spam them. Or you can look at, okay, this is what spot I'm in, this would be a good pick for that spot. Or you can do some sort of combination of the two. If I'm Giorgio in this situation, I'm probably going to be leaning more on, okay, I'm just going to pick the tracks that I want to run, and I'm going to pick those, and I'm just going to drive.
Yeah, 100%. I would 100% agree.
The one thing, it's very close between James and Metal for 2-3 here. Just 1 point separating them. There is a bit of a drop-off to fourth, so it looks like Knight and maybe Navy would be the only ones really in range to claim one of those cash prizes. Be very interesting to see if they start playing more aggressive these next few races.
Yeah, especially like if you're Knight and Navy right now, you're really just shooting yourselves in the foot right now about that GP1. Really wanted that to be a little stronger, put you in a better position.
Yeah, you really want to you not only have to now do the same thing you did GP2, but you're also trying to hope and pray that either James or Metal fall off, because they've been very consistent these first 8 races.
But hey, if you are Knight or Navy, you know exactly who to target.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we still on, do we want to switch over to Navy real quick?
Yeah, we can do that. Do we know if Bowser Boy is still streaming too?
Alright, here we go. So we have Bowser Boy here. Third place with the red here. There's the Nana that gets backed. Oh, if he would have waited a little bit later for that red, would have been able to put one in, maybe even combo first place after the blue. So now we've got Marge up in first, Bowser Boy.
And both these two need a really good race to catch back up as well.
Mm-hmm. Another blue coming in. Shock
Another blue.
does somewhat cancel it.
Yeah, it does look like that Giorgio may be in the back at the moment as well.
And another blue
Third
coming in. That's,
blue.
can we get a blue counter? That's 3 this race and a combo.
We may be looking to have 4, maybe 5 blues this race.
Alright, so is this Navy, I believe? A nice red coming in there on the bridge. They back their protection. Not really a good place to block a red there. Another shock coming in. Doesn't look like anyone dodged that one. We have Navy here in 4th.
It looks like who dodged up?
I don't know if that was someone who dodged. I think that might have been the person that used the shock. They changed it at the first set and
Right,
pulled
yeah.
star.
BYosh, whose perspective is this?
So we have Giorgio is back here. So we have Bowser Boy, Marge, both still up here in top spots. Giorgio coming up in the star. Looks like Navy is back here, which is not good for him. I don't see Knight at all, so there he is. It looks like he's up in about 5th.
And
Ouch. Looks like he got a right trick there. So.
Looks like, and Giorgio back here looks like he's going to be getting 11th. So I'm not sure how James and
Metal.
so it looks like Metal.
This is Metal's
Yeah,
perspective.
Metal
is it
did not. So let's see, where's James? Well, it looks like James also. So our top 3 spots actually got bottom 3 that race, I believe. So this
Wow.
could be very important. Looking at see, we have Knight here that got 3rd that race. It'll be very interesting to see how much of the gap closed in that race.
That was Navy's race to perform.
All right, yeah,
Unfortunately,
so
it didn't seem to work out.
You're looking at before this race, I believe, is about like a 10 to 12 point gap in between 3rd and 4th place. Now that's gone from 8 points between 2nd and 4th. So definitely a huge race for Knight. He's going to have to keep building on that. You want to keeping those top spots. Hopefully James and Metal stay behind for him. I'd say
Yeah,
it looks like we're pretty much down to, I think, 4 people for those 3 cash spots. So it's going to be wondering who's going to be left out and who wants to take the risk to earn a little more cash in the end of the day.
Yeah, this race was good for Knight and definitely good for Giorgio as well, being able to maintain his lead while still taking a hit in points. So really interested to see. This is going to be definitely a big shake here. We got Toad's Factory incoming here. So
This is very good for Knight.
yeah, let's take a
If I'm
look in at
Giorgio-
Metal.
If I'm Giorgio, I would think that is a blessing to see that all
Yeah.
the top spots also
Yeah, for
see
sure.
the bottom spots with him.
Yeah, you also had the only person out of the top 5 that didn't finish 9th or below was Knight. You actually had Navy who's now in 5th place. He finished in 9th, so even that
Right.
you minimize the damage completely. I don't know if
That
he
race-
did anything intentionally to do that, but it worked out for him. And now is
That
this
race for Knight was paramount.
yeah. Who do we have here?
This is Metal here, starting to front run Toad's Factory a little bit, starting to create a little bit of a break.
Yeah,
That golden usage helped him out immensely.
that's
That got him a little bit of a break.
huge on this
Yeah,
race.
Bowser,
Just get up
Bowser Boy
there.
and Marge, it looks like starting to come and creep on up here.
It'll be interesting to see if he tries to put this Nana on cut. Shock does
Ooh,
come in.
yeah.
It still
Oh, he
gets
gets
him on the
shock.
boost panel, so that definitely saves him, and he gets a box.
Yeah, that's the best
that
case scenario
shot
for
is
him.
Really good for him. Looks
Looks like
a Dodger's
potentially
coming up.
Bowser Boy and Marge
Yeah,
were
looks
on
like
the
we've got
ramp there.
Navy
Navy
in
took a
second.
late cut there. Get up front. Gonna challenge Metal here a little bit.
Right now, if you're sitting here in top 2, you do have to keep that thought in the back of your mind. There is still time for that second shock. Do you risk going for late cut in case of the TS? It looks like here's a blue. It does get him on the boost panel. Good job to slow down. Yep, here
There's that
comes the
shock.
shock. So smart on Navy not to go for cut, knowing that it's definitely shock's still in play. Knight coming up and dodging, but looks like it's decimated by that POW.
Navy
may
holds
still
on to
get,
that
like, a third.
first.
Yeah,
That's huge
I'm
for
pretty
him.
sure. I'm pretty sure Navy got first. Knight was up there. I think he probably got 4th or 5th. I didn't see the big thing. I didn't see Giorgio. I didn't see. Okay, Giorgio up
I
there,
believe Giorgio got 6th or 5th. Yeah.
Fifth, yeah.
and James getting 2nd. So that's big for him.
Where does Navy get put after that first?
He ends up close to 3rd.
Yeah,
I think these scores are starting to tighten up here as we
Right.
go into 2 races left.
The race for 3rd has begun.
Yeah, here we go. Giorgio looks like locking almost
yeah, we
locking
got
up that first, getting
it
very
is
close.
very close between 3rd right now. 3 points, 1 spot open for cash, but 3 people fighting for it. It looks like, unless we have another case of like an RBC race, it looks like top 2 is pretty set. Might see some shuffling between Giorgio and James, but they're pretty much locked in for cash at this point, just fighting for how much they want.
Yeah, 100%. Really depends what this next track is. If you're Navy, Knight, or Metal, you really want your track here, 100%.
Yeah, so we have Metal, who's going to be starting in like 12th, I believe, so he's going to be wanting probably more of a catch-up track, maybe something where you can pull shrooms early, even if it's not like more of a running track, maybe something where you can get shrooms right at the start, possibly something like Coconut Mall, get a golden right away, take the cut.
Yeah, for sure. We lock in here on MC3,
So this is something
not a pick that you 100% want, but if you're Navy right now in this position in first, starting off, you might be able to take a run, but Bowser Boy looks like take a
I think
strong lead here.
looks like Bowser Boy pulled the golden at the first set, so he's pretty set right there. As always with these short tracks, it's going to be very dependent on if there's a blue that comes in and what the shock's going to look like.
In Tier 1, almost 90% of the time, shock is first set lap 3.
Exactly. I feel like the
There's
only
a
time...
bomb snipe for you right there.
Yes, that's very good for Metal here. It looks like we have James in second, and that's still Bowser Boy in first. This is
Navy
good
takes a
for
strong third here.
if James wants to try and catch that number 1 spot, then this is very good for him, holding second. And Giorgio is not up here. He's got 9 points to make up for first, I believe, and he really
Pulls
needs
a
it.
Mega is going to use it. Shock's going to not come in at first set. That's huge right there for the rest
And
of
a
the
fib
rest of the game.
Ouch.
That's
Not
a
necessarily for
deadly
Navy.
fib in third, not being able to block the red.
Shock comes in a
Giorgio got
little
caught
early.
in the
Looks like the shock was carried up potentially. Here comes the star for Navy.
It looks like Bowser Boy ran that. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
Bowser
might
Boy
be-
secured the run. Here comes Metal up in a bullet.
Is that
An
James
interesting,
in second?
interesting
Giorgio-
Giorgio
Giorgio
back
back
as
here.
well.
So right now, and it looks like James getting third. So right now we're
That's
looking
gonna,
at,
that's gonna definitely make
Yeah,
some things
we're-
really tight here.
and it looks like our competitors for the third spot all got
Ooh.
pretty similar spots, I believe. So it's gonna be, this last race is gonna be very interesting. We've got
Big.
2 battles going on. Not only
Yeah.
who is fighting for first, only a 1 point difference, and then also, so 1 and 2, James, Giorgio, which one of you want to go for the big bucks? Which one of you want to go for that title of the absolute winner? And then you're looking at Knight, Metal, Bowser Boy coming in with that strong race, and Navy, all of them within striking range for that last cash spot.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely really close. Anybody have any predictions of who's going to take that third spot?
You know what?
Bowser Boy starting in first.
I know Bowser Boy's starting
That
in
is
first,
true.
but I'm feeling like Knight's gonna have is gonna take away that third place spot, because not only he's got a good buffer as far as for 6 points, so he doesn't need an outstanding race like Bowser Boy does. And I believe Knight also had a decent race on MC3. I don't remember exactly where he finished, but I believe it was more towards the mid spots.
All right, here we go into the final race. Taking a look at Coconut Mall for your last race here. Navy looks like he's going to start with a little bit of bagging. Try to get that golden or star or something like that, which he does pull.
Just using it to take cut, get up there.
Respecting the track picks here. Hasn't just been a bunch of Mario Raceway.
Yeah.
We have not seen Mario Raceway, which I am a little happy about.
All right.
We saw BC3, Gorge.
Knight
Did
getting
not
back
see
to
Grumble
there.
Volcano.
All right, and here we have James up here in first.
Yeah,
And
trying to
I
lock in
remember-
that.
Yeah, I remember
grand
seeing
prize.
Giorgio was bagging at the start. I didn't see if he was able to pull anything decent at the first set. I don't think he took cut, so maybe he might have pulled Bill. Bowser Boy, it looks like, failed the
Giorgio.
rail.
Yeah, Giorgio pops up here taking a cut. Oh, pulls
Giorgio had
bullet and
Bill.
uses
All
it
right.
in third
1-2.
place. Yeah, this is gonna be close.
There's
Blue
a
shell
blue
is
coming
That
cold.
blue is hitting Giorgio.
Yeah, that blue is hitting Giorgio, it looks like.
And James right behind him, he is probably so happy knowing that Giorgio took that blue right after
Oh, looks like
passing
he
him.
combos Giorgio.
Oh yeah, for sure. Here comes Shock as well. Maybe taking off second place out of that.
If I'm Giorgio, I'm keeping my head cool,
Yeah,
knowing that there's still a lap left to race.
exactly. There's still plenty of time for another blue. The shock came early enough where you can get shrooms here at this set. You can take cut. There can be another shock. You can pull a lucky mega.
Yeah, someone's using Star up here too. That's gonna be huge for them.
All right, and this is metal, correct?
This is Navy.
Navy. Okay,
holding
so
on right now.
because I don't see metal up here. I don't see Bowser Boy up here. So maybe
Or
this
Knight.
correct. So this might be the key. This might be the race that gives him that last cash prize.
Looks like a win for
Yeah,
James.
here comes
Shock
that last second
comes-
shock. Who's in
comes
that
in
bullet?
Bill.
It's
Giorgio.
Giorgio.
Actually, if
Not gonna be
you're
enough.
That is not enough for Giorgio
No,
because
I don't think.
he
Yeah,
he
it's
needed
not
to
enough
beat.
there.
It was whoever won that race between James and Giorgio who got that number one spot.
James
So
got
Yeah.
first.
yep.
Looks like Navy got that fourth, Knight in seventh. Bowser Boy taking last there.
I don't think that was enough though. I think Knight still takes away that third spot.
Yeah.
Looks like it's James, Giorgio, and Knight.
Yeah, this is definitely a tight end. Here are your final scores here. James taking a 108, taking home that grand prize. Giorgio with a 102 in second place, and Knight taking that third place with an 82. Definitely a very tight one, for sure.
Yeah, I do have to say.
Unfortunate to see Metal fall down after having a really good 2 GPs with 34 in both.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
Oh, go
sorry,
ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay, I didn't see necessarily anything that happened to Metal based on the POVs we were watching, so I don't know if it was more a combination of he just wasn't pulling the items that he needed in certain spots. I don't know if it's a combination of just small mistakes, but it really is unfortunate. He was playing really well those first 2 GPs. I know it was very, very intriguing to watch that last race between James and Giorgio with that blue lap 2.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy that it turned out that way. It definitely was a tight one. Definitely one that we're gonna look back on 100%. See some of these guys when they go up and move up in the tiers. Like, hey, these guys started to make some moves.
Giorgio
So
has
that
been
is-
improving rapidly. I remember only a few months ago, he was really not good. He's really improved his game, and I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing him more and more in tier 2.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna check to see if any of our winners here, maybe wanna hop in for an interview or anything about what they're going through those last couple races.
People that might have been competing, like Metal. I wanted to know what happened to him.
Exactly.
Maybe Giorgio.
See if any of them want to take a gander here. Anyways, that's your score for your first season 2 experience of the Low MMR Tourney. I hope you guys all liked it. We got definitely a nice turnout from chat. Chat seemed to be enjoying it. And no, I would have not won 80 this competition, guys. Sorry to disappoint. I know I have my lovely supporters out there, but can only do so much. But if we do take any interviews, we'll probably take it here in a quick second.
All right.
If we have anybody on deck here.
Looks like Knight is interested.
All right.
All right. If you wanna drag him in the call.
Looks like he said he'll be ready in a minute.
Yeah, so if any of you guys in chat definitely want to potentially participate in the next one, in the next Low MMR Tourney, I definitely would 100% recommend it. We had 72 people compete this time? Something along those lines? Or we had 72 register?
I believe so.
Definitely would love to see that number even surpass 100. I know I would definitely be down casting another one. So who knows? If you guys get far, you might be back on Twitch. You never know.
Exactly. And even, I know we did make a promise a couple days ago. I do have to apologize to many of the fans watching. We did say that a certain, I'd say, God player was not able to join us for tonight. So since he was not here, give all the condolences to Mr. at BC3 Ultra on Twitter. He needs definitely. He is only at 400 followers. Let's get this man to 500.
Exactly. We've got enough people in chat where we can make a big dent in that. So if you guys on Twitter, you guys aren't following BC3 Ultra, what are y'all doing? So
In the meantime, while we wait for Knight to get ready, Margaret could possibly get on the mic and comment on what happened to her GP2 and her tragic fall off.
Sure thing. Even we can go over like what happened through the first couple of rounds, because out of all the people that were in this final room, that is probably the one name that most people would never think would be in the finals out of the other 11 players.
Here, I'll pass the headphones to her. Here you go.
Hello.
Hello, Marge. How's it going?
It's going good. Yeah. So during GP2, I play WeChuck.
Okay.
My remote DC'd a total of 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, I play WeChuck as well. I've definitely been in that situation before.
Yeah, I must have been like tugging on it the wrong way or something. I switched nunchucks after that, and I just lost all my momentum after all that happened.
Yeah, it did seem quite unfortunate. I know there is a couple of us in the call that were really not, as we were watching a couple of the semifinal rooms, games cheering for you, but then as soon as we saw, like, I believe it's the first place on BC3, and we were thinking, is she really gonna pull it off? Is she gonna get the cash prize?
Yeah, I wish. I wasn't expecting much going into this because I didn't sign up. Right, like I was not the first to sign up for this at all.
I was gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is the first time you've played in Mario Kart Wii competition outside of just kind of your basic Mokies, correct?
Yeah.
All right, and were you kind of expecting to get this far, or like what was your
Not at
mindset
all.
going into the day when you went into the first room?
Well, I wasn't actually expecting to do anything in the first room, which I didn't. I played pretty poorly the first GP, and then somehow brought it back in the second GP, and then the person in front of me, who got 5th, I believe, I got 7th. They had to drop,
Okay.
so I got a second chance, and I was able to do really well in the semifinals.
We're
So
gonna
I
thank
u-
Jetzer for making that possible.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was not expecting to play really well in the semis, and I wasn't expecting to play at all.
All right. Well, glad to hear that you had plenty of fun. Is there anything you want to add to possibly any of the people watching, any of the other players, as far as for comments about how things ran?
Well, I'll say congrats to Giorgio and James and Knight for 1, 2, and 3. And yeah.
All right. And I guess the biggest question, the two biggest questions of all. One, will you be back the next time we do a tournament such as this?
Definitely.
All right. And the second question, will you follow at BC3 Ultra on Twitter?
Sure.
All right.
Of course. I would love nothing more.
All right. Well,
That's
thanks.
what we'd love to hear.
Yep. Thanks for the input. Always glad to have people on. And hope you have a nice rest of your day.
You too.
All right. Is Knight ready?
Looks like we're gonna get Knight and Bowser Boy on here.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm kind of curious to see where James, Giorgio, and Knight were seated. To see if they overperformed.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Knight. How's it going, man?
It's doing a lot better than I was expecting, actually.
I was gonna say, I know a couple of us, we were a little bit on the fence on how that first GP went for you, and then things started to turn around in the second GP. As you were in that character selection screen going from GP1 to GP2, what kind of thoughts were in your mind as far as for how am I going to turn a situation like this around?
You know what's weird? At that point, what actually happened was I stopped caring, and that's when I started playing well. Was when I stopped caring. I was just like, I'm just gonna have fun. I don't care what happens after this, and I actually started turning around. And by the time I realized I could have actually got top 3, it was near the end, so I was able to concentrate for the rest of that and hold on to third.
I was gonna say, I know one thing that really saw, I believe it was race 9 RBC. I believe you got, I think it was 3rd place on that.
I don't remember. Actually, I don't know if I know this spot on that one, but
Oh, I might have been thinking of Navy otherwise, because I know
yeah.
as we were watching, we
Oh no, that
saw-
was the race where I got completely destroyed. I got like 11th.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
that's what we were kind of looking at, where we saw pretty much everyone in the top 4 spots all got 9 through 12, except for one person, and we went from
No,
this-
no, I thought you were talking about retro, like BC3, not
no,
just like N64.
yeah, BC.
Yeah, I got third on that one.
Yeah, so because we saw it as there was a huge gap in between not only first and the rest of the room, but also like third to fourth and fifth was like 10
Yeah.
to 12 points, and we were kind of I know I was kind of thinking like this might be a little boring to cast. We don't know if there's gonna be people that are interested. It's kind of just fighting over who's gonna get what spot at this point, but whoever's getting the cash is already set. When we saw you got third, and then James, Giorgio, Metal, I think it was Bowser Boy, they all got bottom 4 spots, and suddenly it was like we just had like 5 people back in the mix for everything. It was just simply amazing to watch.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I couldn't remember who was who, and so I was like, did race, but I'm still going behind. And then when I saw the table, I realized what had happened. And yeah, that's when I started getting nervous, but
Yeah,
then
so
I realized I'd actually to do something with it. Yeah.
So you kind of had that roller coaster where at the start you were, you really wanted to get into it, and then it didn't go well for you, and then you kind of just started playing the game, just how you're supposed to play it, just play it to play, and then 38-point GP, suddenly back into this.
I also got pretty lucky, honestly, and pretty unlucky in the first GP as well. But I mean, it is part of the game. I was able to bounce back from that first GP really well. That's what did help. I got third on the last race of GP1, so I started having a little bit of momentum going into GP2. So
okay. Yeah, is there anything as far as for like kind of anything that threw you for a loop as far as for you kind of thought that like any particular play that you might have, had you not finished up there, you might have taken back and thought it was bad, or any plays that you were proud of?
Well, probably mistakes that I made were probably playing a little bit over aggressive at the start.
Okay.
And I remember, I think it was race 3, parked way. I used the meta in a very aggressive spot, got bulleted off, and then got last.
Oh.
And I think that was a moment I could have done like 7th, but instead I went for like 4th, and they really punished me for that. And then I kind of started just playing a bit less aggressive, just letting things happen and not trying to force stuff, and it really started to help.
Kind of just taking less focus on the mental side of it and just, do what you do best and just play the game.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sometimes you just gotta let your lines speak for themselves, and let your guts, when you have to use your item, also speak for themselves. So.
I don't think my lines were that good. I think I just thought. What should I say? It's like I feel I was constantly falling behind the pack if I made any mistakes, because I couldn't keep up very well with lines unless I was front running. And so my goal was to pretty much just occasionally I would start trying to throw back a couple spots that did items to try and get back in the front. And it kind of actually worked really well a couple races.
Yeah, I find whenever I play kind of on like these types of rooms, especially in FFA, if you don't necessarily have to be the best at lines, if you can get up to the front and then you can just use your items to the best effect, to where even if it doesn't hit them, it makes the other people drive slower on the track. It helps you.
Well, for me, my item usage was really bad. Like, there was one point, I think, earlier in the tournament, like I think first round, where I was trying to use did bombs and not just back bomb everything, and I ended up hitting myself. First bomb I throw hits a tree, and I lose 4 spots. And I think I feel that what I realized at that point is I just need to not go for anything crazy and just play. Not even just solid, just safe. And actually...
Alright, and then do you have say any last thoughts on how things went? Anything you want to add on at the end?
Any thoughts from Bowser Boy as well?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think right after. Yeah, then we'll go over to Bowser Boy right after.
Okay. I'm just really actually surprised that I was able to do this well, considering I've actually never placed this well in the Modi ever. Like, my best spot was like 4th or 5th before this. And so, like, having like not exactly a stat play, but like a better lobby and being able to do this well is like really surprising.
Well, it's,
Congrats.
yeah, glad to hear. I
Thank
hope
you.
that once the lounge season starts back up in a week, build on this confidence, and hopefully the best comes to you.
Yeah. Straight up into silver.
Maybe it's not that hard of a grind. Trust me. You play like this, you can get there.
All right, Knight. Thank you for coming in for a quick interview. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Okay, do I mute now or?
Yeah, you can mute,
Okay.
leave, do whatever. It's up to you.
Okay, bye.
Hello.
Alright, hello. So, Bowser Boy, unfortunately, things did not pan out for you quite as well as they did for Knight. It looks like you were also in kind of that similar situation where GP1 wasn't the best. I know in the first 2 races we saw were not very good for you. You have any comments on kind of what happened as far as was it just more an item thing? Was it mistakes that you feel you made?
I feel like it was a mix of both. I certainly didn't get that great of items, but I also feel like some of it was my error. And also I feel like this is one of the higher rims I've played in, so it was a little more challenging.
Alright, and then we did see, like, starting up around, like, towards the end of GP1, we saw a couple of strong races. I believe it was, we saw you take the cut on BC3 and get back up into top spots. And then, at that point, were you kind of thinking of maybe, were you more trying to, like, get back up there, not only for, like, kind of what were you thinking, I guess, is the best
I was
way
trying to get up there. I wanted to get a top spot. And I felt like after the BC3 race, I had a good chance of getting up there. I actually did until the last race, where I screwed.
Hey, so I'm kind of curious. After 2, you were on 3 after 2, which is not very good. I was wondering what happened to you to those races. That was DSDS and MH. What happened? Was it a combat? You said earlier you kind of some mistakes were your fault, some you just got bad items. Do you remember what happened in those 2 races?
For MH, I think I got hit by a lot of things, so I wasn't able to get to the front quickly. And I'm bad at playing in the pack on the UV highway. And DSDS, I think I just got bad luck.
Yeah, I know. Delfino can be very...
After being on 3 after 2, ending with a solid mid spot with 71 points, that is not all that bad. So although you didn't get a cash prize, I think that you completely performed and you kind of showed that you were a pretty good player. So I commend you on that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I will say, as far as for the experience that you gained not only in this room alone, but playing throughout the tournament, do you feel kind of that incentive that, you know, you can make that push to get up a rank or 2 in Lounge now?
Yeah, I certainly feel I can definitely do it. I feel like I was already capable of getting up to silver, but getting up to gold, I think this made it a little easier to get up there.
Alright, because I know in the past there was 1 or 2 tournaments where we were actually able to do MMR rewards for it. don't know if that's correct. I know this is definitely the first one where it's been a cash prize. But so even though things didn't turn out your way as far as for getting into the money, it's definitely good to see the players that they took away an experience and knowledge in this event, and they're looking to improve. And I feel like that's more or less what these tournaments are about.
Yeah, even I'm a little disappointed I didn't get the money, but I'm still happy that I had the experience, and I don't think I'll ever have this experience again. It was fun, challenging. I liked it.
Alright, is there anything else you want to add on to anyone?
I think that's all.
Alright. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if any of the other casters want to add anything else.
Well, I wanted to say that it was a joy to kind of plan all of this. I enjoyed having help from ZIVUX along with Marcine with kind of putting us all together, along with our casters. I really appreciate you, BYosh and Tunes, for coming out and helping us cast this, because it turned out to be a pretty good finish. So I was glad that it came out so well, and I appreciate and I thank all of our participants, everyone that came out. It was really fun.
Yeah, I agree. I had tons of fun going in. This is the first time that I've done any sort of like casting or even commentating over gameplay, so I know I had a blast. Definitely in to do it again next time you guys are available.
Yeah, I personally had like a really fun time putting this whole thing together too, like with the help of all you guys, of course. Like I've never really like done anything like this, and I honestly had a really good time. And yeah, I just hope that we have a lot more in the future. And I'm more than happy to be a part of that as well. So thanks, guys, and thank you for participating. Thank you for helping out. I hope you guys all had fun, and it was a blast. So thanks.
And I will say one thing before we leave, not only to the people that were playing, but also thanks to everyone that tuned in to watch, even though, like, this isn't the type of gameplay that, you know, this isn't the World Cup, this isn't the Lounge Tournament Finals, this isn't, you know, MKPS Gauntlet Finals. This is where a lot of the people in the community actually are, and when they're streaming, they may not get the type of viewers, you know, that you usually see, but these events not only do it help out them in terms of getting to just play more and improve at the game, but it also gets some exposure to more people in the community, and I feel like that's one of the best things about it.
That's true too, because like I've been like one of the updaters in Lounge for like the past like few months now, and just like getting to like know all the people that are in tier 1 kind of makes me happy, because it like shows you like how many people like care about the game and want to like improve in the game heavily. And there's like some new players in there that may not be that good at first, but as you've seen today, that's obviously like not the case with everyone. Everyone's always they show like room to improve, like pretty much. So it's like really happy that we get to see like the progression of like all these players pretty much, and like where they've come to now. And it's been fun. It's been a fun season. Really happy to like be there for all you guys, and there will be more fun to come. So GG's.
And now we just wait for the Season 6 montage release.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I'd like to give everybody out in the who competed today and who wants to compete in the next one, good games and a good luck. I definitely am excited for the next Low Tourney. I hope we'll be able to bring our cast back here again, and it'll be definitely a fun time. I'd like to congratulate James, Giorgio, and Knight taking home those prizes, and everybody else who participated and made it to the finals, and just who made it into the semis or just in qualifying. It's definitely an honor just to even play in some of these, because I remember when I played my first one, it It was definitely a fun time. So thank you all so much. I'm gonna dump the rest of you guys over to the CTL semifinals here over on Mario Kart boards. So I hope you all can stay, go support some of those channels over there. So thank you all so much for coming out. And for the rest of behalf of the staff, Marcine, Philly, Tunes, and Z, and myself, my name is BYosh, and thank you all so much for watching this one. This is BYosh signing off.